Hey guys, sorry to bring a bummer of a topic up, but we got to talk about this whole thing. Year after year, people leaving dogs to die in hot cars. I mean, and kids, people still leaving kids in the car. I mean, this is a recent headline from, I think it happened in South Jersey. Uh, Two women left three young children locked inside the car. Luckily, passersby saw the kids banging on the window for help, and they were able to save these children from death. I mean, come on, June 9th, this happened. June 9th, 2022. This kind of stupidity, negligence, and self-centeredness is still going on in our society. It's just disgusting. And the same thing with dogs. I mean, if you just do a search, you see all these images of dogs dying in hot cars. Some of the images of the dogs being rescued, but you can see these dogs in distress. I mean, it's just heartbreaking, and I could tell you, I've confronted people in parking lots, and you know what? They got irate. Like they were mad at me for confronting them. Are you kidding me? How about you accept responsibility for being a friggin' moron? How about that? I mean, it's insane. People don't understand the danger they are putting their dogs in. I mean, we still got to pull up these tables to show people how hot it could get. Let's just use 80 degrees. Let's use 80 degrees because it's June 2022, so it's 80 degrees at least every day in most states right now, right? Maybe next month, and the northern part of the country will get a little warmer, but let's just use 80 degrees. All right, you leave your dog in the car at 80 degrees for 15, 20 minutes, your dog's dead. I think dogs die of heat stroke, usually 12 to 15 minutes or something like that at those temperatures. Maybe not all dogs, but that's, again, those are just some numbers I've seen on, as far as the data. But let's just use a half hour. I mean, have you ever run into the store real quick for something and it took you 10, 15 minutes? Doesn't seem long when you're in the store going to grab what you're grabbing and then getting online and paying for it. 10, 15 minutes pass. If you leave your dog locked in the car on a hot day, you're coming out to a dead dog. And yeah, even if the windows are cracked, people crack the windows, they think they're doing the dogs a favor. They're not. It's like a freaking oven in there on a hot day. And even, people have a story a couple of years ago. A couple went to grab a quick bite to eat lunch. I forgot where it happened. I'd have to look it up. But, they had one of the auto starts where they could start the car, let the air conditioning run, and their dog or dogs, I forget, it was one or two dogs. They were the dogs were in the back of the SUV with, the barricades up that block the dogs from coming up front. The airflow from the air conditioning didn't get to the back of the vehicle, and the dog died from heat stroke. And this was a couple, they thought they were just going to grab a quick bite to eat real quick, and they'd have the air conditioning on, it'd be no problem. Came out to a dead dog. Well, if you think cracking a window is going to help, no. And I've confronted people with this, and they yell at me. They like I'm the asshole. Like I'm not the one who locked my dog in a hot car to literally suffocate to death. So it's that old adage, if you see something, say something. Well, in situations like this, you may not have time to say anything. It might be if you see something, do something, right? And you'd have to check with your local laws. I know a lot of laws protect the vehicle, right? So if we crack the window to save a dog's life, we'd be liable for the damages, right? I'm okay with that. I would totally be okay with that because I'm going to make sure that the person of the dog, the person that left their dog in the car, that they're going to be charged with animal cruelty, and God willing, they'll go to jail, because people who do that deserve to be in jail. And I don't care what the sentence is, but there need to be consequences for their actions, especially when it comes to kids and dogs who rely on us, who trust us to provide for them and to keep them safe. And we're still 2022 locking them in hot cars to die from heat stroke. Oh my God, heartbreaking. But, so if you have this, you could just Google the internal car temperature things. I usually have a couple of these in my car printed out every summer, because if I see a dog in a car, I will actually put this on the windshield, and then I sit there and wait to make sure the dog's not in distress. Because a lot of times it's people at a gas station or something, or they're running into a convenience store. I don't need to educate and be confrontational, I will if I have to. I don't care. But my main concern is the dog's safety. So if I can keep an eye on the dog, slip one of these in the windshield, maybe they don't know, right? Maybe they just don't know. I don't know how. I don't know how you could be that stupid, but maybe they don't know. Give people a benefit of the doubt. So I'll slip one of these in the windshield under the wiper. You know, maybe I'll just wait to make sure the dog's okay, to make sure that people literally are going in and out. But I've confronted people and they've yelled at me. They've come at me like mind my own business. No, I'm not going to mind my own business. Anyway, it's 2022. Why we're still talking about this crap, I have no idea. But if you know someone who does this, confront them. I don't care if it's your mother. I don't care if it's your brother. I don't care who it is. Confront them. I don't care if it's a cop, especially if it's a law enforcement. I've seen that. I've confronted law enforcement. They left their canines, their canine dog, like their patrol dog, in the back of the thing. No air, nothing. Oh, and he literally said he cracked the window. Ain't flying. I don't give a shit who you are. I'm confronting you. Okay? Don't do it. If you know someone who does this, speak up for the animals, just like anything else. We got to be their voice. Anyway, thanks, guys.